I told myself, this is the last time. It's you or nothing. If Kagurabachi gets axed, I give up on investing in a new Shonen Jump series. For what is good on this green earth? Please beat the allegations. Your haters are saying that Kagurabachi will be axed. They are saying that your manga is a fluke, gassed by memes. Prove them wrong. Show me who you are. 4 months ago, I made a video talking about Kagurabachi. It was mostly discussing the whole meme situation surrounding the series. I concluded the video discussing my thoughts on the first chapter, saying the series had potential, although I was still hesitant to really begin investing my emotional stocks into Kagurabachi because I have dealt with way too many series suffering at the hands of the Shonen Jump acts. They do not play in these Shonen Jump streets. That magazine is like Bullock. But with this first arc of Kagurabachi concluding, I cannot deny it anymore. This series has my full attention. I am locked in on the Kagurabachi agenda. If I go on YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, IG, or even Snap, and I see Kagurabachi slander, I will be there to make sure I cut them down. Any sword raised against this series shall not prosper, because Kagurabachi is the future of shonen. What started out as a simple revenge story has developed into a story about the ideals left behind through one's legacy, as the meaning behind these weapons of mass destruction differ from person to person, convictions forged through a blade. Lord, this series got it. It's got it. It's cooking. All of my initial impressions of this series were dead wrong. As chapters continued to release, I was glad to see that Takeru stood on business and proved me wrong about Chihiro. Chihiro beat the edgy allegations. I love this man, Chihiro. He's him. If you follow me on Twitter, you always see I'm tweeting about Chihiro. I'm putting out the emoji where someone just losing their mind, where they're tweaking out. I'm screaming Chihiro's name every single week. It's time for more Chihiro. He's a socially awkward character, but you know, with his inclusion of Char into the story, we get to see a softer side of Chihiro, and he just acts as her big brother, and it's really cute. Like, we're Chihiro stands out here on this channel. Chihiro is that guy. He's the GOAT. He's him. No slander about Chihiro is gonna pass on this channel. Chihiro go! Chihiro go! One of my favorite aspects about Kagurabachi is the presentation, especially during the action scenes. As someone whose hobby is manga animation, even though I don't make too many anymore, but that's besides the point. The paneling in this series activates the dopamine rush. It's like I'm witnessing the panels come to life because Takeru knows how to create dynamic fight sequences. Each movement has so much weight to it that these moments just become so unbelievably hype. My favorite example of this is a 12-second timer that counts down during the battle between Chihiro and Sojo, and the timer speeds up as the abilities are used and increase characters' physical stats, so it's just really cool. It's just insanely hype. Now, aside from presentation, the dynamics between characters is just wow. Chihiro and Sojo, woo! I don't really want to spoil this stuff for people. Like, I'll probably make a video just really going in depth about the dynamic, but okay, to sell it, I'll probably word it like this. In 17 chapters, Kagurabachi has managed to create a dynamic on the level of Yuji and Maito from JJK. I know a lot of my subscribers watch JJK, so they'll probably understand that. And I only make that comparison because the dynamic between Chihiro and Sojo is pretty similar to Yuji and Maito. But a feat like this takes some authors 50 chapters to achieve, and this mad lad Takeru did it in 17. I don't think you'll understand how insane that is. And keep in mind, this series is pretty fast paced too, so this man just knows how to be efficient with his style of storytelling. And Takeru put his foot on the table and just said, I'm him, simply the way it is. Also, keep in mind that Sojo is only the first of 6 antagonists that Chihiro will have to face to achieve the 6 enchanted blades. So this is just the beginning, and we're already getting peak antagonists. We are cooking. We are being fed. Because this series has already set up that Sojo isn't the end game in this whole situation. The conflict between Sojo is just the typical introductory shonen arc that these types of series tend to go through, and the quality is just insane to where I just get hyped thinking about what Takeru is going to be able to do with longer arcs. Unfortunately though, bad news, Kagurabachi has been placed on the lower side of the table of contents recently, but with newer series in Shonen Jump, that's not unprecedented, so I'm not going to stress about it too much. And the series is also getting a color page to hype up its new arc. So everyone, every time you're getting ready to go to bed, make sure you're doing your Kagurabachi rituals. And the first volume of Kagurabachi releases on February 2nd. So hopefully the sales on that cook so that the series gets some momentum and becomes a mainstay at Shonen Jump. Because again, like I said, this is the last time. I really need Kagurabachi to beat the allegations and become a mainstay. Because if this gets axed, I'm done. It's over. I give up. I have no more hope left in humanity if this gets axed. Because we have actually, okay, let me relax. there's a certain other series in Shonen Jump right now, a newer series that I was going to cook, but you know, I'm going to be respectful and I'm going to be mature about this. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be a better person today. If you agree with me on the Kagurabachi agenda, make sure to spam that like button. And if you're someone that enjoys anime content that keeps it real, consider subscribing so when I hit 10K, you can brag about being a day one. I gotta get back in the kitchen to cook. Peace.